Hi, you're watching The Savera. This is Amarpal Singh before you. Real estate sector is facing a tough time nowadays due to some amendments in the policies. So, what kind of amendments are these and how it is affecting the real estate sector? To know this, we are having with us Gurwinder Singh Lamba, who is the president of Punjab Colonizers and Property Dealers Association. So, welcome, sir, to The Savera, first of all.
Hello, sir.
Sir, what are these amendments in the policies? What is the new notification and how it is going to impact the real estate sector?
There have been series of notifications being issued by the department in recent days, and first we started from that was very much hike in CLU, EDCs, and licensing fees, development charges, which will impact not only the developers, and it will also hit individual owners of the plots, of the houses, of the buildings, commercials, and anyone who is going to have this his map approved for the concerned departments. This hike will also be impact on will have impact on those individual owners also.
And what are the recent changes in, like you mentioned, that there is changes in the CLU development charges. So, what kind of hike is this?
This is the basically charges being levied by the state government from the Punjab government to the whole Punjab regarding change of land use, external development charges, licensing fees, and processing fees for issuing a license to develop a colony or a project. And also on this benchmark, further rates are levied for individual approvals of maps of individual owners of the houses and commercials. And this hike is around three times. And also the local body has issued a letter on this 24th of November 2025, that these charges will be levied retrospectively from 4 June 2025 to 5. So this is a very big news for the individual owners. Anyone who has got his plan sanction from the authority in these over 5 months, they will be again now issued notices for to pay the deficit amount.
Okay. So how it is going to impact the, if we talk about the general public as well as the colonizers, like you mentioned that retrospectively the implement is from the 4th June. So for if it is around, like we are in December, so 5 to 6 months back. So collective charges will be charged from the general public.
Actually, this was the issue, and we also raised this issue with the Aam Aadmi Party President Supremo Aman Arora ji, that you should not levy any charges retrospectively. But the department is of the view that these instructions has been issued by the HUD since on 4th of the June 2025. So it was, I say, lack of department of the department of local body, that they didn't applied these charges from the very date that the instruction being issued. But now the cost will be paid by the individual owners or project owners who have got these licenses in these previous period of 5.5 months. And this is also impact the market by increasing in cost of the production of the project. And individual owners also regularization charges are also hitted by this. And once more thing they have done in this letter by local body, that the core areas of every city which were not in any illegal colonies preview and other, that they were not being charged so heavily recently in the recent years. Now all of them now have been tugged with a one rope, and everybody has to pay now charges with these hiked three time charges. And this will impact, if we say about in Ludhiana, so where there was 690 per square yard charges, now it will rise to 1350 square yard. And when we say it's about residential, and when we say about commercial, commercial approval charges, CLU charges were 1550 per square yard. Now it will hike to 4100 per square yard. So you can see so much hike that will definitely pinch the individual owners and all people of the state.
So earlier, like you mentioned that earlier core areas were not involved in these policies, and now even within the city areas, all these are the rate is at par now.
See, the idea of charging development charges from the from any approval of map, other than the map charges, building bylaw charges, part of development charges is being charged by this way. So for the core area, it was deemed that these cities have been developed so many decades ago, and already development works have been done by the government, previous governments. Already sewerage are laid, already roads are, so there is not going to be any new expenditure on these areas. So that way these core areas were excluded from these too much charges.
So now, if these policies, these amendments are not withdrawn, so what kind of impact it is there on the real estate sector for the long time?
As I said, this is to second letter what we were discussing, and thereon government recently issued one more notification that if any project owners want to get his project approved from the government, then he has to get 100% ownership of the project. So it is a very big blow for the industry, because small developers, small project holders do not have doesn't have so much capacity that they can got registered 100% land in their name before going for approvals, as it is a business and they are doing from decades, and this is a big blow for the small scale industries and small scale products of our industry.
So have you met any government representative or any official regarding this and taken up your issue?
We have recently emailed our memorandums and our objections to all on the CM portal and on these local body minister and HUD and all the concerned officials since this Monday, and we are hopeful that they will call us and discuss these all matters on the table.
So what are your demands if you have a meeting with the any official? So what are your key demands?
Actually, there are a series of things which has to be finalized or which has to be clarified by the government. As we see, NOCs issues are still pending. If you want to divide a plot, you cannot divide legally. There is no way legally to divide any plot, and thereon a clarification regarding those are Thara policy for simplification of the regularization of plot were discussed and been was to be notified, but that notification, that clarification is nowhere, and it is leading that the issues of illegal colonies, issues of the division of plots, and some agriculture farmhouses registries has been stuck, which is leading to loss to the revenue to the agriculture. As we see, the number of documents in our tehsils has dipped to only 15 20 documents, where it was 200 and above document in every tehsil of the Ludhiana, I say.
So, as you mentioned that you need clarification on different issues, including NOCs and other pending regularization benefits as well. So, if you talk about this particular amendments, as you mentioned that this is a big blow to the industry. So, considering this particular amendment, what is your demand regarding this notification?
Actually, we have to see whole real estate industry. First, they have to issue clarification regarding policy of 2018, 2018, which is regularization of illegal colonies plots, due to which number of registries are pending. After then, government issued a notification that 500 square yard below size of 500 square yard plot will not need any NOC further, and they can get their registries registered by the department. Hundred of people, thousand of people, I say, have got their document registered in that span of time. Government collected crore rupees of stamp duty from that, but there is not now any clarification regarding those registries. What is the fate of that owners? Where will their map will get sanctioned from the authorities? No clarity on that. Then we go on to these hike in charges. So we pray to government, there's for individual owners, these charges should be some on the lower basis, not so much hard. core area should be withdrawn from these charges. And one more thing, affordable policy allows 50% charges by the HUD that was issued in 2002-3, that still not has been applied in local body areas. Because let's say if you get a license for affordable housing outer of the municipal limits, you get rebate of 50% of EDC, CLU, and all kind of charges prevailing charges. And the same way, if you are getting license in the limits of corporation of that city, you will not getting any rebate. So this is not in the I say benefit of the consumer, that these charges, these rebates will be passed on to the consumer also. Moreover, this 100% registry clause for approval of project, I think they should discuss it further, because as we know, RERA is already governing all the approved projects in across state of Punjab and across India, and every sale has to be registered, and every receipt of every sale of all the projects has to be submitted in a, particular account that we call escrow account, and quarterly statement has to be applied in RERA, and they allow us credit ratio, that how much amount of money that we can withdraw from that project to any another project, keeping in view of the development of the project. And once all development been done by the developer, he got a completion certificate, then RERA allows a builder to move his funds to any another project. So there was no need of this 100% GST. If we talk that it is in a favor of a consumer, but on the other part, if a farmer or if a seller is getting so much huge amount for his agriculture land, because it is now being changed into a residential or commercial project, then already 25% registry is is mandatory. We were doing that, and for the rest of the land we were having registered consent letters from the seller. So it is a matter between seller and promoter also, and now promoter is not in a position to take his funds to another projects before completing the project.
Thank you so much. So he is Gurwinder Singh Lamba, who is president of Punjab Colonizers and Property Dealers Association. So he has highlighted different concerns of the real estate sector, and he mentioned that he has even mailed to the concerned department. He has taken up these issues with the concerned department. So the main demand is that the property dealers association, they are seeking some clarification on different issues, whether it is regarding as NOCs, whether they are even seeking the benefits of affordable housing scheme. So there are different issues pertaining to the new notification as well as the old schemes announced by the government. So they are demanding, considering the new scheme, the amendments, they are demanding that the charges should be reduced for the individual plot owners, as well as the core areas should be withdrawn from these charges. So there are certain demands which will be taken up with the government by the Punjab Colonizers and Property Dealer Association. And you are watching the Savera. Stay tuned to us for more updates. Amarpal Singh with cameraman Manoj Sidhu.